Okay, this is a quick video on how to use the Ultrasound Titan, also known as the old ultrasound machine, but it still works great for soft tissue and for IV lines. And I've used it recently for an IV line myself. So first thing is just to turn it on. Power button's here in the upper left. And it takes just maybe about 10 seconds to come on. And then once you're on, there's really only a couple of different controls you need. So right here, just left of the mouse pad is depth. So you can decrease the depth with the upper button or increase the depth with the lower. And if you look in the upper part of the screen, you can see if I hit that button, it goes to a lower depth, and obviously hit the down arrow for increased depth. And I think for most peripheral IV lines, somewhere in this 2.4 centimeter range is probably a good place to start. And then there's gain. So that's how dark or bright you want the screen. And it's divided by 3 knobs. You can just use this lower one. So it just increases and decreases the brightness of the screen. But if you wanted to selectively make the bottom of the screen darker or lighter, you could use this button. Same thing with the top of the screen, you could use the near button. In all likelihood, that's probably unnecessary. I would just use this bottom one to adjust the brightness. And then there's 2 more kind of extra features. I know some of you like to use the M mode, which basically gives you a dagger in the middle of the screen to help you identify the midline, and that's here with M mode. So if you hit the M mode button, you will get this spike in the middle of the screen, and I know some of you like to use that. Just make sure you only hit it once, because if you hit it a second time, you'll get this weird moving cursor across the bottom of the screen, which will be of no help to you at all. And then to turn that off, just hit the 2D button, and that goes back to just normal 2-dimensional imaging. And then the last thing is just measurement. Say, for example, if you wanted to measure how far away a vessel is, you would go here and freeze your image first, and then hit the caliper button. And once you do, you'll get this on the screen, and then you can just use the touchpad to move these things around. So if you move this blue cursor to, say, the top of the screen, then hit select, and then you can move the second one to your target, and again hit select, and it'll give you your distance there on the bottom of the screen. And that's pretty much it. And it does work great for ultrasound IVs. It's also good for soft tissue kind of stuff, but it cannot be used for most lung. It can't be used for cardiac. It can't be used for abdomen, kidney, or aorta. So in terms of spreading the ultrasound wealth around, if you're just using it for peripheral IVs, that can certainly be helpful. Thanks very much.